Hello everyone, it's Meredith. I'm here with our daily reading for Wednesday, the 26th of December, 2018. Day after the big day for many. Hope you had a wonderful celebration if you were celebrating. We are using Sawyer's Path Tarot today. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. I had two come off for us. Oh, actually, this one's first. Oh, my favorite knight. The Knight of Swords and the Four of Wands. Four of Wands has been around for several days, actually. Alright, so we need another card here. Where's the deck? You know the knights are their messengers. And from my ancient tarot deck, excuse me, my ancient tarot book. Let me get that right. It's a little early, folks. The suggestion is that they bridge energy between cards, so they convey energy from one card to another. So let's see where this guy is coming from. And we just had the Wheel of Fortune fall off. So, karmic, destiny. Nice. The Wheel of Fortune turning in our favor. Some sort of cycle of completion for us on that card. And then the knight himself, you know, he's my no muss, no fuss guy. He just rushes right in. He has a mission. Alright, his mission. You know, one of the literal meanings on the Wheel of Fortune is surrender to fate. And my guides and angels suggest that fate has something to do with our blueprint, you know, what we're here for, specifically, individually, uniquely, to our own soul's journey. So the Wheel of Fortune, according to my guides, connects very much to our soul's blueprint in some of the, let's say, achievements we desire. So there's something in terms of fate and or destiny, karma even, but more to my guides thinking a blueprint, something that we as a soul have a conscious desire to achieve in terms of spiritual growth and development. And so we have this turning toward our knight, and not just any knight, he's Mr. Dynamic. He's my berserker in the tarot, you know. He just shows up on the scene and he delivers the message. He is unrelenting in his task, in his mission. And so we have him headed for the Four of Swords, which in the minor suits of tarot is one of the happiest cards. It's also a gateway card, and it's referred to as the 1111 card. So there's happiness, there's bliss, celebration. This is called the honeymoon card. And my feeling here is that whatever the honeymoon is for you, whatever the achievement is that feels like a honeymoon for you, some personal goal, personal achievement, something you've been aiming at for a long time is fulfilling here. So, fantastic. In terms of a theme for the day on those three cards, that's amazing. The Wheel of Fortune brings the message, too, that anything is possible and that things are changing for the better. There can be unexpected offers and chance meetings on this card as well, or chance opportunities, let's say. Something just drops right in front of you and you're like, holy cow. This is part of my whole life's dream. That's, you know, and that's exciting. There's also a heightening of our intuitive gifts on the Wheel of Fortune too. So just be aware of that. And we've had that message more than once this week. Let's get into the body of the reading here and see what our first card is. Oh, Beauty of Beauties, Ace of Cups. Right next to that Four of Wands. That's a no-brainer. So the Ace of Cups, water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy there. But it's love, relationships, it's new beginnings, and it's also a spark of the divine within a relationship. So This may be something long in manifestation for many of you, coming across this threshold. 8 weeks of the threshold message. I'm ready for the cards to move us along in that message myself, but that could be me, somewhat impatient. Anyway, there's a message too on the ace, a gift arrives. So, and I tell you all the time, the aces are divine and cosmic gifts, and they're there to, surprise and delight us. It's the universe in support of not only our blueprint and destiny, fate, karma, but it's in support of what's in our heart space. So it's got this energy of a dream come true. This is a strong fertility card as well. So for those of you who are focused on that, it's a good message. There's the message of falling in love, a new partner, positive emotions. All is well in how you are of service, your career, your work. There's kindness, simple joy, and appreciation on that card as well. So, fantastic start to the day here, or to the reading. And then we have Judgment. I think this is the 3rd time in a row we've turned over the Judgment card, so we're going to need some more cards. So Judgment is an assessment. It's a review. We're sorting. And my feeling here is that we're sorting frequency. What has the better frequency? What are we leaning into right now? So, what are we leaning away from? What are we ready to put to bed, to rest? Okay, first card. So, the trumpet there, the angel blowing the trumpet. What are we being called to is the first question that goes with that card. And we just get Temperance again. I think we've had this more than once as well. The readings are running together a little bit for me because we've had such a heavy focus on this gateway message, and Judgment's shown up a lot. The aces have been showing up a lot. I don't think that this is too uncommon either. I don't feel that it's too uncommon for end of year energies because, we're looking to the new year with some excited anticipation here. So, Judgment is not a surprise card. I think we're all turning our focus somewhat, not even somewhat, but deeper inward at this point. We've had tons of manifestation messages since June. I mean, this has been really intense. So 6 months of it. And I feel a seriousness here. The Temperance card, many people assign the word patience to it. You all know I assign the word allowing. I'm trying to remove patience because patience implies waiting. And if you're waiting, then you're in the same business as trying. You're not doing, you're not being. So I go for allowing. There's action there. And there's a grace in allowing. So there's also the harmonization of volatile energies and an alchemy on the Temperance card. So we're turning, my feeling is we're turning something that feels unfavorable or uncomfortable into something favorable and comfortable. That's what we're assessing here. Yeah, a shift in frequency. That's what I feel. So then the next card that comes with Judgment is what tomb are we being called out of? Because there's a bit of resurrection on this card. It's usually depicted with people rising up out of their graves to answer the call of this angel. So it's a card of second chances. So what are we being called out of? I love this deck. Okay. And we get the Hermit. Wow. 3 really powerful major arcana cards there. The Hermit. Prayer, meditation, and enlightenment. Moving into action here. So the Hermit implies oftentimes a singularity. So, moving within the self and developing the relationship to self So we're being called out of that. We're being called into some kind of an action, movement, connection, which makes sense over here with the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight, and the Four of Wands. So we're being called into our own dream coming true, Ace of Cups. Oh my goodness, I think I'm going to sneeze. Okay. No, I'm not going to sneeze. Let's see what's next. Nine of Cups. Well, there it is, folks. A wish fulfilled, a dream come true. And it's very emotional. It's very heart space centered for us. It's a prayer, a meditation we have long been connected to. We've been nurturing it in our heart space for a long time. So we're being called out of, let's say, solitude with it and into connection, companionship, sharing. I feel a deep desire to share here. Ace of Cups again. I'm drawn to that card pretty hard right now in the reading. And I feel the Wheel of Fortune really flowing through what we see here so far. There's an aspect of this that feels completely universal, meaning that while we may have been in prayer meditation for quite a period of time, I don't like to bring time into it, but let's face it, some of us really do feel that the things we've prayed for have taken an age to develop. And there's enlightenment in the development itself. The part that I feel that's completely universal really is this flow coming off the Wheel of Fortune. So we've all had the experience of what we feel is a miracle blossoming right in front of us. I mean, it is so intensely humbling, and that's what I feel is coming through these cards here. There's grace and gratitude and appreciation for it, and this amazing joy, and I feel like we're bringing it into the light now. It's something maybe we've nurtured a long time in our hearts, and now we get to talk about it. Now we get to share it. And not only do we get to talk about it and share it, we're talking about it and sharing it with the people that mean the very most to us. And these are the folks that are going to celebrate Four of Wands. All of our successes, all of our joys, they're going to know exactly how profound these experiences off the Wheel of Fortune are for us. So this is something to celebrate. Plus, with the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Cups, they create the Ten of Cups, which is fulfillment. So just consider that. Okay, next. Eight of Wands. I think we've turned this card over 4 times so far since the weekend readings. The weekend weekly forecast. This is information incoming. It's an 8, super stable. Dynamic movement on this card. I did check my facts, by the way, when I misspoke last week or earlier this week and said the Eight of Cups was a marriage card. And it mixed up with the Eight of Wands. So yeah, there can be a deepening commitment on this card. It's good news. And under the Ace, it's good news in relationships. Excuse me. Yeah, there's the sneeze. So incoming, that's what I feel, off this wheel. Can you imagine that, really? Just think about tarot for a moment. And any of you that watch these readings regularly, you're pretty familiar with the cards at this point, especially when we see so many of them in repetition for so many weeks. But just really focus for a moment on the movement of the wheel, turning in your favor and fueling the knight there. And again, he's one of our most dynamic knights in the tarot. And boy, does that dude follow me around. Anyway, but this beautiful energy flowing into the 4. And then over here, we have the 8 in that same suit. So that's kind of tripled energy. Beautiful movement for us. Excellent news. Happiness. My guides are saying, everything is so charming right now, my love. Maybe some of you needed to hear that. Everything is so charming right now, my love. That's what they just whispered to me about this 8. So I'm sharing it with you. Oh, look, another ace. Ace of Swords. Yeah, pretty sweet. More divine and cosmic gifts, and look where it's pointing. Right there at Judgment, Temperance, and the Hermit, who happen to be sandwiched between the Ace and the 9 of Cups. Good grief, you all gotta leave some comments. I want to know what's going on. I want to know, like, what are these aces fueling for you right now? How is this wheel turning for you? What's your Knight of Swords? What's your 4 of Wands? Tell us about it on the channel, because those comments are fun to read and other people like to read them too. So, Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you know, it's all air energy there. But this is a card of success. Solid decision making. Of course, it's a new beginning. Aces also transform any challenging cards around them. Right now, I see no challenge cards here on the table. Or cringers, as we also call them. But our Ace of Swords is everlasting strength. It's being decisive. It's expressing our spiritual truth. And again, that to me speaks to what's up here in Judgment, Temperance, Hermit. We are sharing what's in our heart space, and others are doing the same. So it's reciprocated, which is beautiful. This ace also has fertility messages on it as well. So there's a double dose of that for those of you that are paying attention to that right now. The Ace of Swords also helps us cut right to the truth. And it's auspicious. It really is. It's super positive for all aspects of our lives. And, you know, it brings decisiveness, clarity of thought, positive and immediate change to current circumstances. I love seeing this. I love seeing this motion. There's also the message of having a really agile mind when you see the Ace of Swords. And I feel that an agile mind comes from having a solid connection between head and heart. And here it is in these two. The Ace of Swords is definitely a head card. The Ace of Cups is definitely a heart card. And so when that connection is solid, uncompromised, it's so harmonious, which feels like a small word to use. Okay. There's triumph on this card too. So success and triumph, which continues to add to the message that some of these things have long been in the manifesting process. These things that mean so very much to us, and they are happening. They're moving. They're incoming here. And I feel like this ace is fueling these wands, which are flowing into this sword, which is flowing up over here to these 3 cards. And then the outcome is the ace and the 9 from all of this beautiful motion. God, you just can't get it. You can't get it wrong there. And then, yeah, 2 of Cups. Reading over, folks. The Ace, the 2 of Cups. The Ace, the 9 of Cups. Emotional wish fulfillment, dream come true. This is taking something we are in relationship with, whether it's an adventure, a project, or if it truly is our heart's desire within relationship. This is now coming into the light, coming into serious fulfillment here. I just want to take a picture of this and carry it around with me right now. Because, you know, I got a few things on my own personal spiritual journey bucket list here, and this is really bringing joy to my heart space. Okay. What's next? What's next, folks? I don't really feel I have to explain the 2 of Cups here, because You know, we've talked about the Two of Cups so much. Though for any of you just joining us, the Two of Cups is beloved relationship energy here. It is, it's a partnership if it's career, work, being of service related, but it is beautiful, profound love. Yeah. Okay. Angel answers. This is your opportunity to ask a question, related or not. We get reconsider. I'm going to put this with the Ace of Swords, and because I feel it's pointing at judgment, and judgment is a reconsider card. It's what we're being called out of, what we're being called to, and it's an assessment card. As I said earlier on here, it's assessing frequency. Where do you want to live within your energetic frequency? There's an assessment and a consideration or a reconsideration going on there. So it's taking something unfavorable, uncomfortable, making it favorable, making it comfortable. I feel that that relates to these cards here. Next. And now for something completely different, right? You know, if ever there were fuel for manifestation, it's that. It's what we believe in our heart space, the faith we have and that we hold for the experiences that mean the most to us and those we share them with too. And then, yes, our simple, straightforward yes. If you asked a yes, no, there's your yes. And darn it, I forgot to ask a question again. I was so into shuffling the cards. Oh, goodness. Oh, well. All right. I'm going to do an empowering question card as well. I think we may have gone through this whole deck already. Ooh. Okay, I'm not even going to share that one. Now I know why it was on the bottom. How would I want to be encouraged right now? What would I want to hear? That's a great one to consider, because my feeling there is, how would you encourage yourself? What do you need and want to be hearing from your own inner dialogue? I suppose I could phrase that better, but I think you get my drift. The best encouragement we ever get is our own. And it's how we treat ourselves in our relationship to our own selves and the consciousness of that moves along anything we're after here. So, yeah. If you want to hear it in your environment, make sure you're speaking it to yourself. That's what I feel right there. Okay. Great. Last card, folks, comes our little affirmation message comes from Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection. You might not know now, but you will. Think of someone very, very special to you. That's easy. Now, feel yourself bursting with love for them. That's super easy. Now, mentally shower, drench, and soak them in that love. Now, mentally shower, drench, and soak yourself in my love. Now, feel it always, the universe. There it is. If you want an answer to that card right there, this is it. This is it. You can't plan for these things when you lay out cards, and I love the synchronicity here. That is a nice little miracle for us right there. Okay, happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy peak of the week, hump day. Truly, I hope you all had great celebrations with your families and friends over the holidays, if you were just celebrating. My love, joy, peace, and light to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. And if you'd like to book your own personal reading, description box. It's all there for you, loves. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Bye for now. I'll see you soon.